Give me a bit of background on this call, Romeo. What is the story with it?
So yeah, he joined. Um, I had to call him up to join the meeting because apparently he forgot he had the meeting. He was a little bit unserious at first, um, and yeah, he was kind of tough to crack. He wasn't really giving much away in terms of like pain. I had to
Okay.
dig quite a lot. I feel like I did extract quite a lot of good information out of him throughout the call. But yeah, he was just giving me vibes that he was a bit unserious, to be fair. And then at the end, obviously, as you know, like he just dipped after the payment. Um, so yeah,
Okay.
that's kind of what happened.
I would
What's
say
it
that happened
like?
a lot as well, by the way. Sort of reminded them, oh, you grab a call on the Google Meets. Oh shit, I forgot, sort of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. It comes with the territory with it being younger guys. I mean, when I was this age, I probably would have done the same thing. You know what I mean? It's annoying, but I'm not surprised. But that's definitely something I'll hammer into Finn and Henry is holding them more accountable and making them actually realize that fucking turn up. Where is it starting?
Can't hear it.
Oh, can you not?
Mm.
Oh, it's because I got headphones and I didn't share my sound. Oh my God.
Well, at the moment, I already
Can you hear it now?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sweet.
resell, but I resell replicas. So I want to make that move from like replica
Mm.
to like real designer, like real designers.
Oh, okay, okay, got you. No worries. How do I say your name, by the way? Is it Billy or Michael?
No, it's Billy Mate.
Billy, okay, got you. I just saw Michael on there, so I
Yeah,
wasn't sure.
yeah,
No worries. So you're already selling replicas now. How long have you been doing that for?
yeah. Probably I'd say about 3, 4 months, but like on and off for the past like couple of years.
Okay, got you. On and off for the past couple of years, but properly past 3, 4 months. Okay, so
Yeah.
in terms of getting into like more designer items,
What does getting into it properly mean?
question.
We don't know, do we?
Yeah.
Like we can assume what he means, but we don't actually know. All right. So just ask him. When somebody says something like, oh, over the past few months I've got into it properly. Well, what does that mean, mate? Well, what are you doing differently now to when you weren't? That means you're going into it properly. And then you actually find out whether it's him taking it seriously, whether it's devoting more time to it, whatever it is, right? It could be a million and one things. But until we ask him and find out, we don't actually know.
Proper having a proper business around it. Why would you say that's important to you at this stage in your life?
Just extra money, really.
Yeah. Okay. And what do you do for work now, by the way? Apart
Working,
from
I work in
Just extra money, really. We all want extra money, man. Come on. And if you see 20 quid on the side of the road, you're going to pick it up, right? But why do you want to make extra money? Like the reason we're getting shit answers is because we're not forcing him to give us good answers. If you really push somebody for 1 to 2 good answers, eventually they'll just start giving you good answers because they can't be fucked because they know Romeo's just going to keep peppering them until he gets a good answer.
yeah,
Right. So the key part, especially at the start of the call, is we need to hold them accountable to good answers. So we really need to push them at the beginning of the call.
security nurse.
working security. Do you like it?
Yeah, yeah. It's never boring.
What do you mean?
It's never boring. Like there's always like something to do.
Yeah.
Whether it's like somebody robbing or somebody starting, like one day is never just the same day in, day out, as like a normal job would be, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So you mentioned you just want to basically make more money with this.
So like the biggest problem so far is that we're kind of just like jumping around, asking all these questions, right? Like when we ask him a question, what's the purpose of asking him a question?
Uh, get his get him to say it out loud and basically dig deeper into why he wants to start his business.
But how are we going to dig deeper if we say, "What do you do for work?" And he says, "Oh, I do this. It's not. Do you like it? Yeah, it's never boring." Okay, and you said earlier you want to make money. Like the line of questioning we take should all be directly into the deepest pain point of that initial question, and then move on to the next question.
Yeah.
Like instead of asking one question, then asking another, and then jumping between the answers, because you can never really like stay in the pocket long enough to really get into the deep rooted cause or problem with that question.
Yeah.
Whereas if we just keep hammering them on the same question, you get to that deep point, and then you go, okay, that makes sense why you want to make extra money through reselling. What do you do for work at the moment? And then you go into everything to do with his job. And then you can
Yeah.
ask more and more and more questions. And by keeping the question flowing, you also remember everything that he says, and it's much easier to call him out for stuff and hold him accountable to stuff. Does
Yeah.
that make sense?
Yeah, makes sense, man. As well. So,
Yeah.
um, would you say that you're not really happy with how much you're earning at the security job then?
Nah, obviously there's a lot more money to be made in this
Yeah.
than what there is like a normal job. If that makes sense.
So like here, right? Like you baited him into giving you a comfortability answer. So like right there, he's justified staying in his security job forever.
Yeah.
Or not forever, but being happy with it, right? So when you ask like, oh, so you're not happy with how much income you make, like what answer are you hoping for there?
And to be like, no, I'm not happy.
Yeah, because it's the easy answer, right? But
Yeah.
when we go chasing the easy answers, it means that, yeah, we might close at 30, 40%, but the guys we should close, we don't because we're always hunting for the easy answers. Instead, what I would have asked him is I would have been like, okay, so you enjoy your job, right? And I know security pay is not too bad, right? So why not just stay doing security forever full time? Oh, I know there's more money to be made. Okay, so would you say you're satisfied with the amount you're making? Yeah. Okay, so why do you want to make more? And then he'll go into, well, I'm okay with what I'm making now, but I want to make more in the future. Okay, and with security, is the option there to make that much money? No. Okay. So you're satisfied with what you're currently making right now, but you're not satisfied with the trajectory of where security is taking you. Yeah. Okay. So do you feel like it's important that you need to get out of security if you're ever going to get to where you need to be? Yeah. And now you've just got so much deeper into that point and made him actually realize that now is the time that he needs to make a change.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. No, I see what you're saying. It's a lot more
Like even
effective
the
that way.
simplest things, right? Like you can get so much pain out of somebody from the simplest question.
Yeah. Got you. So how much are you making now with the security work then?
Anywhere from 2 to 3 thousand.
2 to 3 thousand. Okay. Is that enough?
Live comfortably, yeah.
Never ask that question. Is that enough? Because they're always just going to say, yeah, it's okay. Right? What would be a better question to ask there?
Um, After I've already asked the income question.
Nah, ask it differently, is what I'm saying.
Do you feel like you're happy
Actually,
with
no,
two
it's
to three
fine
k a
to
month?
ask. It's fine to ask, well, how much are you making right now? I would have asked it slightly differently in different contexts, but it's fine for the time
Yeah.
being. But then, so he says, I make 2 to 3K. What do you say?
I'm not sure. Maybe do you feel like you're happy with that amount?
So
Uh,
never say I'm not sure, right? Because the answer you give me now, I don't care if it's wrong, right? But I want you to try and
Okay.
think of the best answer. Because the answer I give you
Okay.
works for me, right? The way Jordan
Yeah.
Davidson sells. But I want to try help you get the way that Romeo sells, but sells better and understands what he's asking much better. So first of
Yeah.
all, never say I'm not sure. Just say whatever comes to your head. Because 90%
Okay.
of the time it's probably gonna be right. So what
Cool.
would you say?
Yeah, I would say, um, yeah, do you feel like you're happy with 2 to 3k a month, or would you want to be making more?
Close, right? So I'd say what I'd say to him there is I'd say, okay, 2 to 3K, that's not bad. Are you satisfied with that? And he says, yeah. I'd be like, okay, well, why do anything outside of security then? Well, I want to make more money. So you're not satisfied with it. If you're satisfied with your meal, do you order another one?
It's a good
Nah, you
analogy, to
don't,
be fair.
right? So it's how you can trap them. It's a trap question, right? Because they're gonna say, yeah, I'm satisfied. And I say, okay, so why are you making money on the side? Well, I want to make more. So you're not satisfied. And you got them,
Yeah.
right? And they don't even realize what they're walking into.
Okay. Got you, man. Because I'm kind of curious, Billy. Like you said, you like your job. It's never boring. You're able to live comfortably. So why not kind of carry on with that? What makes you want to move to
Mm,
something?
could do, but like I want to try something new. With at least like if this didn't work, I can always go back into security. So why not?
Okay. So
You didn't like that answer, did you?
Yeah, that caught me off guard. That one. If
So the reason that that didn't work is because we don't understand the context of his situation enough, right? Because for the past 3 minutes, what we've done is we've actually gave him questions that he's justified being insecurity. So we've actually like reinforced that belief that security ain't that bad. I can always just go back to it. Whereas if we'd spent the last 3, 5 minutes being like, so you're not satisfied, you're never going to get to where you want to be with security. Why do you want to stay in security? I don't. That's the answer you would have got instead, right? So when we ask
yeah,
that question around why don't you just stay in security, it's important that we've also made them come to the realization that they don't want to. Because
yeah,
with closing, you can do one of two things. You can build limiting beliefs or you can break them. And whichever one
yeah.
we do is going to make it much harder towards the end.
If you're always gonna go back to it, then you might as well just carry on then.
No, because like if this didn't work, at least I've always got that to fall back on.
Okay, but what's the reason why you kind of want to do this
I just
instead?
literally just want to try something new. I see that the side on the replica side, I do okay on that. Like that's always busy.
Yeah,
So if that's busy selling fakes, what's it gonna be like selling reels? So if I can make that switch, then that's enough.
okay, got you, man. That makes sense. That makes sense. So, how long have you kind of been looking at making that switch?
But what does he want, right? What does he keep going on about with his fakes?
Like the fact that he can make more money with real
Yeah,
items.
what do you think this guy cares about?
Money.
Yeah, I just want to try something new. I just want to try something new. Go try gymnastics. Go try fencing. No, I want to make money. Oh, so you don't want to try something new. You want to make more fucking money. Like if you want to try something new, you go do a hobby, right? Like he's already doing something new. He's doing reselling with fakes. So I'd ask him, obviously, when you say try something new, what do you mean? Oh, I want to try something different to security. Why though? Why not just go on Indeed? Because I want to make so much money. Okay, so it's not that you want to try something new, it's that you want to find a business model or approach that's going to make you X amount of money. Yeah. Okay. And that's what he actually wants. He doesn't just want to try something new. So
Yeah,
calling him out for that way of speaking because it's uncertain and it's also just like a bullshit answer.
replicas to
The
this.
past I'd say the past month and a half
Okay, okay, got you. That's a month and a half. And how long ago did you come across us?
on TikTok, I was going through TikTok and seeing your advertising on TikTok.
Yeah, was that a month and a half ago, or was that more recent?
No, I think that was I think that was last week or the week before.
Okay, last week, the week before. So, in terms of you coming across this different business model like a month and a half ago, right?
Mhm.
Why do you feel like all of a sudden you've decided to actually take action and jump into this rather than a month and a half ago? What's changed?
Wait, so when he says a month and a half ago, I missed that part. Is he saying that's when he started reselling fakes?
No, he's saying that's when he like started seeing content about um reselling real stuff and seeing
Oh,
people
okay.
making money
Okay, okay,
with this.
okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. I was just trying to get some context. Oh, good. Oh, what? I can't even hear him.
Siri here. Let me know.
Yeah, I think he paused. He
Oh,
was about to talk.
yeah, I clicked my AirPods and it started using Siri. Class. I was like, the fuck.
What's the replica side? Like that's
You can hear that again, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
really picked up recently.
yeah,
So if that's picking up selling fakes, how
yeah.
fast is it going to pick up selling the actual stuff?
Got you, man. So, what do you feel like? Just so we know how we can.
I just ask if the replica stuff's going so well, man, why not just double down on it? And then it's a trick question, right? Because I know what he's gonna say. He's gonna say, well, I want to see how much I can make with the real stuff. I'd say, well, okay, well, how much are you making with the replica stuff? Oh, I'm making XYZ. Okay, it's a decent amount. Why not just stick with that? Like I said, I want to make more money. Okay, well, why do you want to make more money? And then you start getting him into the things he can't do right now.
Yeah, money's never the answer.
Like, yeah, like everybody loves money. But the reason, like, For example, all three of us want to make a shit ton of money, I imagine. We're not here for the love of the game, right? But every single one of us will have a different reason why we want to make money, but we all want to make money. But the thing that drives us isn't the zeros in the account, it's what we do with that money.
It's just finding out their why, right? And then positioning their why. Like, let's say he wants to make more money because he wants to relocate abroad. Positioning that relocation so far away from where he is right now, and the only way to get there is to take action and make a change. And this is
Exactly. It's creating that gap between this is where you want to
Yeah.
be, this is where you are. How are you going to fill that? Well, I can. Okay, well, guess who can? We can. Are they going to take that crossroad or are they going to leave it? It's all down to how big we create the gap. Because if you leave the gap small enough to where they think they can make that gap themselves, they'll never close. But if you make the gap so big that their only chance of ever getting across it is us, they'll buy 100 times out of 100.
Yeah. Help you best. What do you feel like has been the biggest challenge preventing you from getting into this yourself?
Probably just making time. Just because normally I'm just at work. Because my job is never like Sundays at early morning. Sometimes some days it's like late at night. So just finding that like balance to sit down and actually have a look at it properly.
Okay, so making the time. And if
Have a look at it properly. What does that mean? Like these statements that people make, right? What they actually are cop outs. Like, I'd sit down and have a look at it properly. What does that mean? What does that mean? Like, have a look at it properly. It takes like 30, 40 minutes at most, right? It's like calling them out for these statements to justify not doing anything. Like, do you think
Yeah.
anybody's ever made it selling designer clothes, working a full-time job? Every cunt that's ever done it, right? So why can't this guy do that? Because he's making excuses.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Else been holding you back?
that's generally just making time.
Okay. So do you feel like you have the time now?
I can make the time now. Yeah.
Okay. Because if you can make the time now, then if everything else is sorted, then
Why? What's changed? Why can you make a time all of a sudden? You're still working security. Make him sell himself to you that he can actually make the time and make it happen.
I guess
Just like busier time for us in security is probably like the summertime. You got like all like so you got different events, different places. So like it's a lot easier to go from venue to venue to venue just to get work. Do you know what I mean? Than
Yeah.
maybe like the winter time.
Okay, so it's kind of slower nowadays.
Yeah.
Okay. So you kind of needed the time to actually.
Okay, so when it's slower, do you see your income take a hit? Yeah, okay. Tell me about that. How much do you make now? Oh, I make 1.5K. Okay. Obviously, you said when you're on 2 to 3K, life's pretty comfortable. What's it like on 1 to 1.5K? How does that make you feel, losing half your income just because of the season? Like, make him sit in that shit. I also would have called him out for holding his phone like that. I'd been like, listen, man, like, I ain't the feds. What are you hiding from? Like, because I feel like he's kind of like half in, half out by not being in the camera.
Yeah.
Like, body language is a huge thing that a lot of closers neglect because you can tell a lot from the prospects just by their body language, the way they're behaving on camera. So I just call him out to get his whole fucking face in the camera.
To be fair, he is pretty butters, though, isn't it?
I was gonna say that too, as I don't really blame him, but
You put into this in terms of like actually doing it? Do you kind of know how to go about it, the steps and all of that?
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah.
So you know all of that, right?
Yeah.
All right, got you, man. So now that you've got the time, you know the steps. What's stopping you, man?
Actually, just doing it. Like to be fair, like so I was just actually going ahead and going bang that, and like also telling right a real from a fake because some of the fakes that I can get, it's very hard to tell that item's fake.
Yeah.
Like it scans, it comes through on the phone, just lines up perfect.
So now that you've got the time,
just having that confidence, like to go, that's fake or that's real. Do you know what I mean?
yeah. So how are you going about supplying your items right now?
To get them from either shipped in from China
So better question, right? Because I don't actually care about fucking fakes business at all. What I care about is I go, okay, well, how do you feel like you're going to learn that skill? I don't know. Or do you feel like you maybe learn it by learning from guys who know the difference and are able to tell? Yeah, okay. And do you feel like you'd ever be able to learn that skill without getting someone to teach you or show you the ropes? No, okay. So what do you feel like you need to do? I need to get mentorship. I need to find someone who can show me the skill. Welcome to the fucking team, right? Like you're always pre-selling, right? Any issue that they have or bottleneck is an opportunity for you to sell them before you've even pitched. Throughout the call, you're planting seeds that they need a mentor, they need training, they need this, they need that. Then when they come to the end of the call, in the back of their head, they're thinking, man, I really need a mentor, I really need training. And they just become subconsciously much more likely to buy from you.
Or use different suppliers local from like Manchester or London way.
All right, got you. And are you able to tell right now, like whether they're fake or real or not, or is it kind of difficult?
Like obviously I know the fake because that's what I'm buying fake. But like if I was to look at something, yeah,
Yeah.
and you had like like if the good fakes that I can buy and the actual stuff, it'd be hard to tell them apart.
Sorry, say that again. You kind of cut out for a second.
So like the replicas that I can get, yeah,
Yeah.
if you to put them to the real stuff, it'd be very very hard to tell. So just being able to actually spot what what's off about that fake.
Okay, I appreciate it's hard to tell, but can you tell? Like you're just skirting your questions like it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. Okay, but like can you tell the difference? Yes or no? No.
Mm.
Okay. So you need someone to be able to guide you on how to see the difference. Yeah. Okay. And then you pre-sell them, right? But it's about getting that certainty answer out of them.
Compared to that real.
Yeah. Okay, got you. It makes sense. So making sure it's basically 100%
Yeah,
authentic.
yeah.
Okay, got you. So have you actually tried, getting into this industry yourself of like selling real stuff rather than replicas, or have you not tried that yet?
No, I haven't tried that yet.
And is that because you haven't had the time or any other reasons?
Just time. It's probably time.
Never tell them why haven't you done it and then give them a reason. They'll just always tell you the reason you've just gave them. Because it's the easy cop out answer, right? If I say, why haven't you done something? It's because you haven't had the time. He goes, yes, because I've not had the time. Whereas he might
Yeah,
give you a
that makes
different
sense.
answer if you just say, well, why haven't you done it? Right. It's like, I don't know if you have a girlfriend, but if you have a girlfriend, you should, where should we go to eat? And you give them an option too. They'll always just say the option that you give. It's the same thing, right? Psychology is very interesting. If somebody feels like you give them an option or you give them freedom of choice, but you give them an option, they always just take the option.
With and not having the confidence to go right, that's fake or that's real. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%, man, 100%. So when it comes to us and how we can help you, we can definitely help you with 100% authentic stuff, making sure that you have the confidence that it's definitely real.
Don't speak to him while he's put his phone down. Like when he comes back, I'll be like, it's now a good time, man. Like, because you're not really, this is where like the taking the meeting unserious, this is where it comes from, right?
Yeah.
And that's why at the end, he probably wouldn't tell you, I just don't have the money, or I don't have whatever reason that he had that he didn't buy.
Um, what other help do you feel like you need to see from us that will help you to make this work, man?
Probably the price ranges as well. To be fair,
What do you mean by
like
that?
like on how much I can expect to get from that item. Like, do you know, like so let's say for instance, if you were to buy something, yeah,
Yeah.
like how much I should buy for, and then how much I should expect to sell that item for.
Okay, so make sure you're having good profit margins.
Yeah, yeah.
What's this guy looking for?
Do you mean?
What's he looking for? What does this guy want?
Just wants more money, more profit.
No, no.
Fair.
What does he want from us?
Oh, just like just help with selling real items.
What does he want from everything he's telling us? What does he want? Like every reason that he's saying that he's on the call, what is all of it boiled down to one word?
It's money, I feel like.
Nah, it's guidance. All this guy wants is guidance. I want to know if how to tell if something's real or fake. I want to know when to buy something, when to sell it. I want to know this. What is he looking for? He's looking for guidance on how to do this properly.
Mm.
That's what he wants from us. The result he wants is money. The result he wants is XYZ. But the thing that this guy wants from us and that will make him buy is guidance.
Mm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Do you see where I've got that from too?
Yeah.
So when people are telling you these things, I want you to be thinking about the underlying reason why they want that. Because there's always something that people want, right? And this guy wants guidance from somebody.
All right. Okay, got you. Just writing this down, by the way, just to make sure we can, give you everything you need.
No,
So, yeah, once we do that for you,
Never tell them, I'm just writing it down. You don't need their fucking justification. You're in charge, bro. Do what you want.
give you the process in terms of making good profit margins and also having access to 100% authentic stock, so you know that it's real. Like 6 months down the line with your, reselling business, selling luxury items,
Mhm.
what do you think success would look like for you? What's kind of like your goal with this, 6 months down the line?
Probably making 5 or 6,000 a month.
Yeah. Okay.
Like in profit.
Got you, man. Definitely doable, but why 5,000-6,000? Why that number?
That's like that's double what I'm getting now. And so like if I was to put everything into this, then like
Okay, got you, man. So let's say you're making 5,000-6,000 a month. I feel like
Okay, that wasn't really an answer. Be double what I'm making right now. Okay, well, why do you want to make that? Like, what could you do with that you can't do with what you're making right now? Like,
yeah,
he's
I
just
think I
giving
asked him
you
that
like,
next.
he's just giving you fucking surface level bullshit.
Yeah,
And we're just not holding him to it enough. Like, you need to dig into these much deeper.
life would be different for you, man.
be a lot less like chaotic, a lot less stress.
Yeah.
Because obviously working in the security industry, like it's a lot of chaos.
Less stress. You said that you were pretty comfortable earlier. Oh, there's a lot of payoffs. Oh, does that ever worry you? Yeah, sometimes. Okay, tell me about that. How does it feel knowing that your job is constantly at risk and there's no guarantees that you'll have a job come Monday? Like, there's a lot here with this guy, right? There's a lot of uncertainty.
It's never
What do you mean?
boring, but like there's always something. Do you know what I mean?
What do you mean? I've never really worked security, so what do you mean by like the stress aspect of it?
Like if you work in nightclubs, for instance, you've always got that like it could kick off tonight. You know what I mean? You could end up being stabbed, being bottled,
Oh, okay, got you.
just by somebody walking past, tubing on, and then one step goes to another, and before you know it, there's hell on outside the club.
Yeah, and has that happened a lot?
Yeah, yeah.
Damn, that sounds kind of
You know,
risky, man.
refusing drunk people into a nightclub.
Yeah.
Okay. And when you put on your shoes at night to go out to the nightclub, does that play on your mind a little bit? What could happen? Yeah, okay. How does that feel having that linger over you every day? Fucking tears, bro. Like there's
That's
so much
pockets.
there, and there's such a like depth of pain and worry around this guy, but he's probably never talked about it and nobody's ever asked him about it.
Like the ID might be the ID is fake. You can clearly tell it's fake. But they've had a few drinks and then they've had drugs, and you tell them that you're not coming in because your ID's fake. Before you know, you get smacked over the head with a glass bottle.
Yeah. No, that sounds risky, man. To be fair.
Never laugh when they say something like that. Like, I understand it's a natural reaction, but don't do it. Like, just play into it, right? Of like,
Yeah.
fuck, man. That must be terrifying knowing that every day that could happen to you. And then just like, you're saying very little, but you're saying just enough for him to carry on speaking.
Has that ever happened to you where like someone's like physically
Yeah,
assaulted?
yeah. Being smacked over the back with like, like snooker pills.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The sticks, yeah, whacked over them being bottled. Had people walk away from the door, then say they're going to come back with guns. They've came back with guns.
That's crazy. And how often are you, working the security job? Is it every day or is it like certain days a week?
So I'd work like retail, so in like shopping centres every day,
Yeah.
and then on a weekend for extra money, going out the night, going out the doors.
Okay. So weekdays every day, and then on the weekend, just for extra, you work the
Work on
doors.
the doors, but that's more like it's better money work on the doors, but more likely that you probably are going to get bottled or you probably are going to get heated up with something.
Yeah. Okay, got you, man. So having all that going on, like you're going to work, not knowing what's going to happen today, where you could get bottled, anything could
Yeah,
happen. Like, would you say that's affecting you, man? Like in your personal life?
I wouldn't say affecting as much because I mean, you know what you're signing up for. Do you know what I mean? But it's just a bit stressful, and
Yeah.
like you never know, are you walking out your door for the last time? Do you know what I mean?
Wow.
Because it only takes one being stabbed once, and that could be that, or bottled once,
Yeah.
or banging your head wrong inside the curb. Like there's always that, and then there's always that aspect of when if you're using reasonable force to like put somebody to the ground to stop them hitting you,
Yeah.
you could hurt them really seriously. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if they hit the floor wrong or hit the head of a curb.
No, I got you, man. So how does that make you feel, man? You're on the way to work and you're not even sure whether this could be your last day.
You just have to blank it out because that's the role you sign up for. You kind of expect it. Do you know what I mean? Because that like that's the job.
Yeah. And do you feel like that's had an effect on you mentally, or you just
When he says a blank it out, clearly he doesn't. He's speaking about it right now. Like you blank it out, but that must be incredibly difficult to blank out, knowing every day that it could be your last day at work.
Is that a life you want to live?
Yeah. Like, how much longer do you want to be going to work every day, unsure if it's going to be your last day? Not very long. Okay. Well, what are you doing to get out of that? So I'm on the call. Okay. Well, getting on the call ain't doing that. And then you can go down that route of making him realize that now is the time that he has to do something about it.
probably, but like probably, but just blank it out. Truthfully,
yeah, no, for sure, I understand, man. So how long has this been going on where you've had that feeling of having to blank these?
But I would have asked there, I would have been like, okay, well, if you don't blank it out right now, how does it sit with you knowing that every day you go to work could be your last day? Like, remove that excuse. You say, okay, well, don't blank it out right now while you're sat with me. How does it feel knowing that tomorrow when you go to work, it could be your last day at work? You can't use that excuse anymore now. He needs to be truthful with you and actually tell you how it affects him.
These emotions out and just getting on with it, just expecting the worst, basically. How long have you actually?
probably for the past 2. That's why I started getting back into reselling replicas for.
Yeah.
Because I was doing that while I was still in school and that, so I knew that I could make good money on that.
Yeah.
And like quite quickly, my Facebook page got nearly 10,000 friends. Like the page is doing really well.
Yeah.
Like even like social media is completely different now to what it was when I was first starting. Like you got TikTok, for instance, like on one of the TikTok accounts, you got like 10,000 followers. That's now getting paid. I get paid just to post on that.
Yeah. So, in terms of your reselling business right now, so you said you're making two to $3,000 a month from the security job. Is that right?
Yeah,
Or is that...
No, that's just insecurity.
Right.
On the resale, I'll probably say around about 2,000 a month.
2,000 a month. Okay. So you're at basically around like four, 5.
Yeah.
All right. And you said that you want to be making 5 to 6K a month with this down the line, right? So, okay, got you. So do you feel like that would be enough for you to leave the security job then once you're doing that?
Yeah.
Got you, man. So what do you feel like you'd be able to, spend that money on once you're out of the security job and you're doing this like full time?
Probably should enjoy life a bit more. You know what I mean? There's not like obviously that pressure will be taken off from work and the doors.
Like, see, he's saying all these things, but we don't know because our current situation wasn't good enough, right? Like enjoying life more. Well, why don't you enjoy life right now? We didn't get into this earlier, so we can't leverage it against him, right? Like when we talk about the gap, right? The reason that you get a great current situation and a great future pace is because they establish the gap between where they want to be and where they are right now. And they identify the emotions they feel currently and what they could be feeling if they made it to where they want to be. But because we never went deep enough into it in his current, he's not really able to articulate or understand the difference in where he could be to where he is right now. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Then just it'll be a lot easier just to wind down on a night, chill, do what I want to do instead of just the same old day in day out.
Yeah. And when you say like do what you want to do, what do you mean by that? Because that's different for everyone, right? So for you, what would you be doing?
See, that's what I mean. Like, that's a good question, right? Where it says, "Do I want to do?" And you're like, "Well, what does that mean?" Like, if you do that more, that'd be phenomenal. Like when they just say a basic answer that's like a usual answer, just say that. Perfect question.
Probably go to another F1 race. Enjoyed
Yeah.
that the last time I went to that. But just being able to go to like live venues more without like having to work them as well.
Yeah.
So you go like going to boxing events without actually having to fucking security basically.
No, I got you, man. So when was the last time you went to an F1 race?
I done that just before lockdown.
So like 2020, 2019.
Yeah,
Damn, that's a long time ago, man.
yeah.
So don't just say that's a long time. Say 5 years ago. It's a long time. Like put a number behind it. Because then it seems longer for him too, right?
What race was that?
That was out in Monaco. That was a fortune.
Yeah, I can imagine. Monaco's expensive, man. All
Uh,
right, good. So yeah, that makes sense, man. You know, you'll be able to basically be a lot more stress free, is what you're saying. Be able to go
Yeah,
to.
just be more relaxed in life. It's not like because like in security as well. There's always that one chance that that person that you refuse from the nightclub. Yeah,
Look, he's always bringing up this fear. He's always bringing up this fear of it being his last shift, something happening to him. How much do you think that plays on his mind every day?
Yeah, probably a lot.
Constantly. So that's what our trigger is to close him. Is if we'd leverage that enough, that's how we close this guy.
So like just to clarify, when you say leverage that enough, just basically not accepting bullshit answers and digging deeper when he's
Digging into
describing.
it, bro. Like really finding out what he means by that. And then how it would
Yeah.
feel when he's not worrying about that. When all he's doing is reselling designer clothes. That safety that he now feels, that lack of
Yeah.
uncertainty, how does that make him feel? What relief does that take off his shoulders? And that's how you get him.
Yeah.
you could bump into him so, and you could still have that grudge against you as well.
You can what? Sorry, say that again.
So you could, so for instance, if you refuse somebody, yeah, from the door,
Yeah.
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 So then the next day that person might wake up, yeah.
Yeah.
He might be completely sober, but still pissed off, and then still come looking for you.
Yeah.
So like, you wouldn't have to be worrying about that anymore. Do you know what I mean? Like, just
Yeah. No, that's for sure, man. And they even know your face as well. It's not
yeah.
like
Anymore? Is that something that worries you now? Yeah, okay. Does that cause you a lot of stress? Give me an example of when that's happened. And then bring him back to that feeling of when he knew that guy was looking for him. And then that it could happen again. And then how if he gets out of this, that wouldn't happen anymore. And how the feelings are just so much bigger.
yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah. That's crazy, man. And it's not even your fault. You're just doing your job, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But obviously, they're not going to take it up with the venue. They're going to take it up with you because you're who they've seen. So yeah, I see
Yeah.
what you mean. Now that makes sense, man. So when you're in that position where you don't have to worry about all of that anymore, you don't have to worry about drunk people, sober people having to have issues with you. You're able to go to F1 races. You're able to go to these live venues. And this is your life now. Like, what would that feel like for you personally, man?
Be good, wouldn't they? Be good. Like, it's not even not having to worry about is this going to kick off? Is that going to kick off? Like, just being able just to chill, just to relax, to know like as soon as like I click off. Yeah.
But yeah, man. In terms of like the investment to get access to the program to get you to that 5-6K a month, where you can leave your security job and do this full time, it's £2,450.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is that doable?
Yeah.
Right.
So I don't personally like the drop the payment and just stay silent. Especially with people who are very fearful, it creates more of a fear, right? So you have two options, right? As you can say, listen, Romeo, so for the full program, everything included, it comes down to a one-time payment of £2,450. There's a few ways we can go about that, or you can just pay it with a credit or a debit. What would work best for you? Then they say. And it's you leading them, right? Because what these fearful prospects need is they need someone to lead them. So we need to take control and lead them to where they want to be.
Got you, man. Most people kind of pay in full straight away, but we do have flexible options as well. So we have a payment plan. All
That's
right,
fine.
perfect, man. No worries. So what will happen now? I'll send you the link to make the payment, and then we can book your onboarding call. You know, the call I mentioned earlier where we go through
Yeah,
like how to help you with everything, and then from there you'll get access to all of the stock, and then we can start rocking and rolling, man.
no worries.
All right. So you're on your phone, by the way, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Let me get the link to send you the payment link, and then it will come through on the phone on the in-call messages soon, man. So
Candy Goose, your body warmers, your Moncler
Where does he just dip?
in call. Oh yeah.
you should be able to see.
Join. Yeah.
Yeah, it should be now. But yeah, Durham. I've never been there. Is that near Manchester?
Yeah, long,
The
innit?
classic payment dip. Fuck. Yeah, that is my key takeaways. Did you get a lot from that? Did you get anything from that? Be honest with me.
Yeah, definitely.
Sick, bro. Well, I'll send you the recording for this too, as well, so you can rewatch it if you want to put it through GPT, get some main notes for you as well. Yeah, key takeaways are just asking more in-depth questions, challenging them a bit more on their limiting beliefs and the things they say, and yeah, just holding them a bit more accountable.
Yeah,
Definitely
that makes
moments
sense
of good questions, so not bad at all. Definitely some good things in there. So well done. Start implementing that stuff and we'll see a big difference pretty quickly.
for sure, man. That was probably like the first person I've had that was like that surface level. Usually, a lot of them are
Nah,
a
don't
lot
start
more.
giving me that bullshit. That's another thing I don't stand for is that was just a bad call, man. That was just it's all I've seen,
No,
right? I go off the rule of you lost the game, you lost the game, right? It doesn't matter that you won the three before. We only focus on the fucking game we just played, right? So no,
100%.
usually it's much better than that. Usually it's this. It's okay, that makes sense. From now on, I'm going to be more in depth. I'm going to hold them more accountable, and I'm going to make it happen.
Yeah, for sure.
That's the way I like to do things. That's the best way to improve. So let's get after it. Let's make it happen. Let's have a fucking big day for Jack's birthday, and let's make a shit ton of money, fellas. If you need anything, just let me know. Just give me a shout, and yeah, let's get after it.
Do
Let's
it.
do
All right, boys. Enjoy the rest of your day. Have a good weekend.
Hey, boys.
it.